Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 2, Book 26, number 632. Narrated by Al-Aswad. Aisha said, "We went out with the Prophet, from Medina, with the intention of performing Hajj only, and when we reached Mecca we performed tawaf round the Kaaba, and then the Prophet ordered those who had not driven the Hadi along with them to finish their ihram. So the people who had not driven the Hadi along with them finished their ihram. The Prophet's wives, too, had not driven the Hadi with them, so they too finished their ihram." Aisha added, "I got my menses and could not perform tawaf round the Kaaba. So when it was the night of Hasba, i.e. when we stopped at Al-Muhasab, I said, 'O Allah's Apostle, everyone is returning after performing Hajj and Umrah, but I am returning after performing Hajj only.' He said, 'Didn't you perform tawaf round the Kaaba the night we reached Mecca?' I replied in the negative. He said, 'Go with your brother to Tanim and assume the ihram for Umrah, and after performing it, come back to such a place.' On that Safiya said, 'I feel that I will detain you all.' The Prophet said, 'O Akra Halka, didn't you perform tawaf of the Kaaba on the day of sacrifice, i.e. tawaf al-Afada?' Safiya replied in the affirmative. He said to Safiya, 'There is no harm for you to proceed on with us.' Aisha added, 'After returning from Umrah, the Prophet met me while he was ascending from Mecca, and I was descending to it, or I was ascending and he was descending.' Volume 2, Book 26, number 633. Narrated by Aisha. We set out with Allah's apostles to Mecca in the year of the Prophet's last Hajj. Some of us had assumed ihram for Umrah only, some for both Hajj and Umrah, and others for Hajj only. Allah's apostle assumed ihram for Hajj. So whoever had assumed ihram for Hajj or for both Hajj and Umrah did not finish the ihram till the day of sacrifice. See Hadith number 631, 636, and 639. Volume 2, Book 26, number 634. Narrated by Marwan bin al-Hakam. I saw Uthman and Ali. Uthman used to forbid people to perform Hajj at Tamatu and Hajj al-Qiran, Hajj and Umrah together, and when Ali saw this act of Uthman, he assumed ihram for Hajj and Umrah together, saying, "Labbaik for Umrah and Hajj," and said, "I will not leave the tradition of the Prophet on the saying of somebody." Volume 2, Book 26, number 635. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The people of the pre-Islamic period used to think that to perform Umrah during the months of Hajj was one of the major sins on earth, and also used to consider the month of Safar as a forbidden, i.e. sacred, month, and they used to say, when the wounds of the camel's back heal up, after they return from Hajj, and the signs of those wounds vanish and the month of Safar passes away, then, at that time, Umrah is permissible for the one who wishes to perform it. In the morning of the 4th of Dhul Hijjah, the Prophet and his companions reached Mecca, assuming ihram for Hajj, and he ordered his companions to make their intentions of the ihram for Umrah only, instead of Hajj, so they considered his order as something great and were puzzled, and said, "O Allah's Apostle, what kind of finishing of ihram is allowed?" The Prophet replied, "Finish the ihram completely like a non-muhrim. You are allowed everything." Volume 2, Book 26, number 636. Narrated by Abu Musa. I came to the Prophet from Yemen and was assuming ihram for Hajj, and he ordered me to finish the ihram after performing the Umrah. Volume 2, Book 26, number 637. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Hafsa, the wife of the Prophet, said, "O Allah's Apostle, Why have the people finished their ihram after performing Umrah, but you have not finished your ihram after performing Umrah? He replied, I have matted my hair and garlanded my hadi. So I will not finish my ihram till I have slaughtered my hadi. Volume 2, Book 26, number 638. Narrated by Shubar. Abu Jamra Nasr bin Imran ad-Dubari said, I intended to perform Hajj at Tamatu, and the people advised me not to do so. I asked Ibn Abbas regarding it and he ordered me to perform Hajj at Tamatu. Later I saw in a dream someone saying to me, Hajj Mabrur, Hajj performed in accordance with the Prophet's tradition without committing sins and accepted by Allah, and an accepted Umrah. So I told that dream to Ibn Abbas. He said, this is the tradition of Abu el-Qasim. Then he said to me, stay with me and I shall give you a portion of my property. I, Shubar, asked, why did he invite you? He, Abu Jamra, said, because of the dream which I had seen. Volume 2, Book 26, number 639. Narrated by Abu Shahab. I left for Mecca for Hajj at Tamatu, assuming ihram for Umrah. I reached Mecca 3 days before the day of Tarwiyah, 8th Dhul Hijjah. Some people of Mecca said to me, your Hajj will be like the Hajj performed by the people of Mecca, i.e. you will lose the superiority of assuming ihram from the Miqah. So I went to Arta, asking him his view about it. He said, Jabir bin Abdullah narrated to me, I performed Hajj with Allah's apostle on the day when he drove camels with him. The people had assumed ihram for Hajj al-Ifrad. The Prophet ordered them to finish their ihram after tawaf round the Kaaba, and between Safa and Marwa, and to cut short their hair and then to stay there, in Mecca, as non-muhrims till the day of Tarwiyah, i.e. 8th of Dhul Hijjah, when they would assume ihram for Hajj. And they were ordered to make the ihram with which they had come as for Umrah only. They asked, how can we make it Umrah, Tamatu, as we have intended to perform Hajj? The Prophet said, do what I have ordered you. Had I not brought the hadi with me, I would have done the same, but I cannot finish my ihram till the hadi reaches its destination, i.e. is slaughtered. So, they did what he ordered them to do. Volume 2, Book 26, number 640. Narrated by Said bin al-Musayyab. Ali and Uthman differed regarding Hajj at Tamatu, while they were at Asfan, a familiar place near Mecca. Ali said, I see you want to forbid people to do a thing that the Prophet did. When Ali saw that, he assumed ihram for both Hajj and Umrah. Volume 2, Book 26, number 641. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. We came with Allah's apostle to Mecca, and we were saying, Labbaika Allahumma labbaik for Hajj. Allah's apostle ordered us to perform Umrah with that ihram instead of Hajj. Volume 2, Book 26, number 642. Narrated by Imran. We performed Hajj at Tamatu in the lifetime of Allah's apostle, and then the Quran was revealed regarding Hajj at Tamatu, and somebody said what he wished regarding Hajj at Tamatu, according his own opinion.